sounds, right? They all have different sounds. So this is what you're going to do. In a second, I'm going to have you move into your groups. But you are going to create a rhythmic dance that looks good and sounds good. Okay? So what's going to make it sound interesting, do you think? What's going to make it sound interesting? What do you think?
If you add like stomps or claps, we should add
Stomps or claps, or do those all have different sounds? They all have different sounds, like almost different instruments. So are they going to, does that give it contrast? Different varying sounds. Okay, so that'll make it interesting. What will make it visually interesting, do you think? What will make it visually interesting?
Well, I think it would sound like you can make noise, but at the same time you move a lot when you do it. You can move around, maybe without actually making noise, but still making noise.
Right, because this is interesting, right? But if I did something like that, right, where you change levels, what about the lack of sound or quiet sound? Does this make it sound?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I could use a big sound and then make a smaller sound, right? So you can think different levels, traveling, like you were saying, locomotor movements, non-locomotor movements. What did I do with your rainstorm?
Kind of cannon.
Kind of a cannon, right? Once you break in your group, probably what's going to be one of the first things you do? What do you think?
Just a theme for both the dance and the sound.
Yeah. Start thinking about what it's going to sound like and look like, okay? But you might want to start with the sounds. Because really, are you making your own soundtrack? Normally we dance to music. You are making your own music, okay? So we won't be using music. You are the music. You are the rhythm.